6 yards in his NFL debut.
And what I think fans will take home with them, that home run play that he made, right? Where I thought it was blocked pretty well initially, and then he used those powerful legs to step through a couple of tackles, get to the sideline, and then the acceleration. Whoosh! 68-yard touchdown.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. To throw, it's Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Space to run past the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Mahomes now to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Speaking of Kareem Hunt, his opener against L.A. this year, a little bit quieter than his opener last year against New England when he burst onto the scenes with 246 yards of total offense and 3 scores. But still, you're going to have to deal with Kareem Hunt all year. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Olivier Vernon able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Green 90. Green 90.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
To throw again, Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never...
Zebra.
Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. Odell Beckham Jr. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 85 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. By the way, Tyreek Hill, what a game in the opener. 7 catches, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Is it possible that he's the most dangerous player in the NFL right now? And, you know, and I know we talk about a number of guys. His name does come up, but does it come up as consistently as it should?
No. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. And this is Latimer, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Zebra. 26, 28 is the same. Let's go.
Manning now on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier, we had some odd games in Week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida, and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish with all this.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. That one goes for 24 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half, and the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. Cody Latimer now on the return. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And an alley to run. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
390. 390.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's brought down. First target, first catch at a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Zebra.
On second down, here's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
There goes 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Here's a give to Barkley. Room here to run. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Zebra. There goes 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Go ahead,
He's going to get it running right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He dumps it off to Barkley. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And out come the Chiefs now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Going up top. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Zebra. Hey, gun. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Wait.
Throwing again. Manning. And the crossing route complete. That's Shepard. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, go 56.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Zebra. Hey, gun. Zebra.
On first down, Manning under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field. Goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Rosas puts this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He's back to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find Conley. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Back to throw, Mahomes, and he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Manning to throw. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Zebra.
To throw is Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Manning now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
27, gun. Full 80.
Back to throw, Manning. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Yep, he's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream.
Pull it.